There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Welcome to the grand finals. Let's go. Let's put up the player names. We have Dead Fun versus Neo. Neo is at the bottom. Dead Fun is at the top. Activating the Resonator skill. This is the first week of no Trunade. Trunade is gone. What has been the impact? Is the grand finals full of traps? It's actually not. Returning a card back in the deck to grab a Wild Wind. Very good. Perfect. Special summoning a Wild Wind alongside the Crimson Resonator. What is the play? We're going to make a Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon on summon. Special summon the Crimson Resonator from the graveyard back onto the fields. Fly on in, Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising, special summon the Crimson Resonator from the grave.
I activate my monster's effect.
Activate Crimson Resonator to summon a Resonator from the deck, which will be a Red Resonator, giving him 2,100 life point gain. Boost to life. Now, this is where things get a little tricky. Do we make a level 8 synchro? Do we leave up all the tuners? If we're making a level 8 synchro, we are maybe making room for a normal summon. We could normal summon a Doom Caliber Knight, which could negate any monster effects from our opponent. That might be the way. That might be the play. Normal summons a Stratos. Stratos on summon will search for a hero to be used next turn. Stratos grabs Stratos, which I could have never done back in the day. Stratos was always limited to 1 due to being too powerful. Thunder Dragon Dark, discard Dark to add a Dark. Lupine on summon, banish a card from your hand, then banish a monster from your deck, triggering both effects. We have Dark activating to search your deck for a Thunder Dragon. We have Roar activating to summon a Thunder Dragon onto the fields.
My monster's effect activates.
Double activate. They opted to ban the Trunade instead of the Treacherous. Everyone playing Treacherous. A lot of people are. Resonator, Harpy, and Gaia are the top tier decks using Treacherous. Only 15% are not using Treacherous among Resonator players. Is he waiting for the perfect opportunity to Treacherous? Possibly.
I special summon a monster.
Straight to battle phase? What is going on? Is he playing around Treacherous? If he's playing around Treacherous, does that mean that he does not have a Levineer in the hand? Did he literally tell Neo, I don't have Levineer? I'm going to play around your potential Treacherous. Now, there is no main phase 2 in Duel Link, so if you were to Treacherous now, there is no play for the follow-up. How do we know that's a Treacherous? We don't. We just know that it is the #1 most used trap. But it could also be a Book of Moon. You don't really play around Book of Moon. Book of Moon just happens. Wild Wind banished to search your deck for a Resonator. Now, because we have a monster in the field, the play might be a bit different here. What exactly is he going to search? He could search for a tuner. Get the tuner. Red Resonator tuner. Very good. Red Resonator. This is what I'm talking about. The play being a bit different. You normally grab a Crimson Resonator to special summon if you control no monsters, but because we control a monster, we're going to summon the Red Resonator, which will activate to special summon a monster from the hand, which will be Stratos. Stratos could then activate to search your deck for a hero, searching for a Plasma, which requires 3 monsters as tribute to special summon to then negate your entire opponent's fields. Activates the Dark End Dragon to send a Lupine to the graveyard. Is this the moment? He has to be careful with the Roar. If Roar is sent from the field to the graveyard, it will activate. It will summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck. Shine. Now, it does not mean he's not summoning Plasma. He's simply making a Red Rising Dragon first. Summon the Red Resonator. Red Resonate, target the roar, gain 2,400 life. Now we could summon the Plasma if he wants to.
Come to me. I special summon a monster.
He's doing it. The Mad Lad is doing it. 1,900 attack, completely negating the opponent's side of the field, sucking up a monster to gain half of its attack. We're at 3,100 attack. If he attacks, it will trigger Destiny Draw after taking 2,000 damage. Pick up your deck and search for anything, which means he ends his turn. It is not attack. He does not want to trigger D-Draw. That would be a very bad play. Now, what does it mean for his field being negated? He could still activate monster effects from the hand, from the graveyard. He could still activate monster effects from the fields. But at resolution, if they're face up on the fields, they're negated. That's it. So that means you could summon a monster that tributes itself by activating its effect in the field, and it will not be negated by Plasma. Discarding a Hawk, special summoning a Dark with no effect on the field. Whoa. Ending the turn. No need to make plays into those 2 back row cards, playing very carefully. If he takes out the Dark's going to activate in the graveyard to search his deck. Now, the Doomcaliber Knight is going to negate the effect to search and tribute itself while doing so. Free negate. Goodbye to Doomcal. Sphere Karibo. Negate the attack. Negate the effect to negate the attack, and goodbye to the Doomcaliber Knight. Mandatory negation.
I end my turn.
Plasma, again, not attacking. So first he was playing around Destiny Draw to prevent him from searching for any card he wants, and now he's not triggering the Thunder Dragon Dark, again preventing him from searching for a Thunder Dragon card that he wants. Mystical Space Typhoon in the end phase, destroy that back row card. Back row in Thunder Dragons, taking out 100 Thunders, which could summon any number of Thunder Dragons from the graveyard, with the same name that is. We are in a stalemate. What do we do? If we take out the Dark, he searches. If we attack directly, he searches. We can't just do nothing, or can we? What is the out to Plasma? Book of Moon in the end phase. Is he flipping down his own Plasma? Whoa! Flipped his own Plasma, triggering the effect of the roar being sent from the field to the graveyard to summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck, which then goes back to the hand in the end phase. Now, why would he Book of Moon his own monster? Because Plasma only has room to suck up 1 monster. By removing the suck, we could suck something new. I suck you. 2,700. Again, does not want to trigger Destiny Draw. Banishing triple, light and dark to summon 11-ear, which is now bigger than the Plasma. You had a 3,100 attack Plasma. I don't think there was any way to out the Plasma. At 3,100, how do Thunder Dragons out it? If I were to look real quick on the breakdown of Thunder Dragons, if we look at a recent top deck example, 11-ear's not big enough, can't activate. Caius can't activate. You could Sphere Kribo the Plasma. There's no Exceed that is bigger. That was the way. Plasma at 3,100, mate. What did you do? Why did you do this? Book of Moon. Flip down the 11-ear. Was it a big mistake to drop the attack of the Plasma?
Don't expect me to slow down. My turn. I draw.
Get drawing. Duo cannot become bigger because it gains 3,100 attack as a card effect that gets negated by Plasma. Neo in a really bad position here. Newly drawn, newly set, no reason to not attack into the 11-ear unless we are fearing a Sphere Kribo. We're already smaller than the 11-ear, so might as well swing into a Sphere Kribo.
I expected you to do that.
He's got Sphere Kribo, halting the attack, putting the Plasma into defense.
My turn. Go ahead. Attack me.
Scalding probably. You cannot activate Scalding with 2 set cards. You need only 1 set card to be the Scalding to activate it. Flipping up the Leveneer. Again, banishing from the graveyard to summon another monster. What are we summoning? Light. Dark. Duo. He is playing into a massive Treacherous trap hole right now with no traps in the graveyard. With Treacherous being the most played trap in the game, it's very likely it could be in the back row at any moment, which would wipe out 2 monsters on the field. So let's summon a third. 3 monsters on the field to play around Treacherous. It's perfect. Battle phase, is this it? He could have double Treacherous, that is right. No Treacherous! Nothing! And with the Dark being sent to the graveyard, we could activate the Dark if we had not already activated it. We're going in directly for 5,800 damage. What is in your back row, mate?
My monster attacks your life points directly.
3K to the face, dropping him to 2,100 after 28 and 3K. 5,800 damage, and he's still at 2,100.
My turn. I draw. Come, Wandering King Wildwind.
Wandering King Wildwind from the hand. Normal summoning. Going to battle, taking out the Dark. Dark will activate in the graveyard. He will be searching for a Thunder Dragon card.
My monster's effect activates.
He did not search, but then in the end phase, the duo puts a card that is banished back on top of the deck.
I draw a card.
He can put it on the top or the bottom. He did choose to put the Thunder Dragon Hawk to the bottom of the deck. Banishing triple light and dark for Leveneer. Leveneer activate, destroy up to 2 cards on the field without targeting, which means you have no idea what he's going to destroy. That means if you flip up a back row card, he'll destroy the other 2. It's resolving. It's resolving. Pop the back row. Wiping out the Book of Moon, taking out the Mystical Space Typhoon. No Treacherous trap hole in sight.
Here I go.
Where's the Treacherous?
Time to battle.
Tribute summoning over the Leveneer, going in over the Wildwind. 1,400 life, 3K to the face. Dead, fun, wins it.
I won't lose next time. I know what true power is, and I'll use it to crush you.
It's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. And
Let's go. Focus.
I summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Turn 1, Lupine banishing a Dark and a Roar. Both are going to activate. He's going to special summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck onto the field, then add a Thunder Dragon from the deck to the hand. What now? What now?
Now's the time.
People are saying it's already not looking good for Neo. He could very easily set up a turn 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. Photon Strike Bouncer will be able to negate any play that Neo may attempt to make.
Here I go.
Discarding the Hawk to summon a Thunder Dragon onto the field. This is the card we're fearing. The Bouncer. Get Bouncer. Here's a recent top example deck list of the deck. Bouncer will be able to negate any monster effect activated on your opponent's side of the field. Once per turn, though. Thunder Dragons, their main benefit is their back row is through their monster effects, whether it's on the field or in the hand. That is how they stop their opponent. Book of Money. Quick play, flip down the Bouncer. You could have used Chalice also. Chalice is a really good replacement for Book of Moon, accomplishing the same thing here, which is to negate and stop the Bouncer from negating you. Crimson Resonator, special summon onto the field. Special summon a Wildwind. What's really good about Resonator is they don't use their normal summon to make big plays, which means they could easily play through Disruption, play through back row. And then if there's no back row, no Disruption, that extra normal summon could be an Obelisk, the Tormentor. It could be a Doom Caliber. It could be another level 6, level 8, level 10 synchro play. Activate Red Rising, special summon the Crimson from the grave. Amino will be the big one. If he summons a Amino alongside this field, it's going to be huge. Monsters cannot activate their effects. Both players. Red Resonator being summoned from the deck, it's going to gain 2100 life by targeting the Red Rising Dragon. Lupine, no effect. Lupine, if destroyed, will add a Thunder Dragon Dark back to the hand, which is not so good. What's really good about Lupine is if you have a banished Sphere Kribo, you add the Sphere Kribo back to your hand. I was reading in the Thunder Dragon channel that a really good desperate play, a last resort play, is to Gold Sark, banish a Sphere Kribo, then set or summon your Lupine. Activate the Dark End Dragon to send the face down Bouncer to the graveyard, drop into 2100 attack. Now he could search for a level 4 or lower Fiend. He cannot search for Amino. You have to hard draw Amino. Grabbing a Wild Wind. Is he going for lethal? Going for lethal means he will trigger Destiny Draw, which means if it's not lethal, then he's very likely going to lose the duel. Special summoning a Wild Wind. Still has not used his normal summon. This is insane. He could go into a Red Rising Dragon, make another Dark End Dragon, send the Lupine to the graveyard, opening up the field for double 2100 attack. But if he's got a Sphere Kribo, then it's over for Neo. Whoa! Angel 07! No way, mate! I cannot believe that! The effects of effect monsters cannot be activated. It's Amino, but the bigger version, a better Amino. No way! He did not want to trigger D-Draw. Goes in for game. It's guaranteed lethal. No Sphere Kribo, no Kiteroid. Nothing can be activated. Whoa! That's not even a new card. That's not even new.
Congratulations. You win.
Angel. Angel. Just like not the O. It's O. It's an O. It's an O. I thought that's an O. It's like a 0, mate. I guess it's an O. Wow. Valkyrie's Rage Box. It is a rare. When tribute summoned, not if special summoned, the effects of effect monsters cannot be activated. They're not negated. They cannot be activated. Nuts. Continuous effects would be unaffected by the 07. Resonator call. Add a Crimson Resonator. Is it good to make the Angel 07 on your very first turn? I would think so. So what does Thunder Dragons have to side deck into to stop the Angel 07 turn 1? He added a Goblin Agreed. So instead of the 07, he might be summoning the Goblin Agreed. 07 has to be hard drawn. The Goblin Agreed will prevent the activation of anything that discards. So if we were to look by popular cards that discard, what will it prevent? Dead Fun will not be able to activate Melody. He will not be able to search for Levineer. He'll not be able to activate Dragon Hawk. He'll not be able to activate the Roar. Big 3 cards that will be negated by the Goblin of Greed if he normal summons it alongside his play. Now, the Goblin of Greed's only at 1,000 attack. It's easily attacked over by a Lupine, but you're committing to the battle phase to take it out. You lose a whole turn. There's no way. Gain 2100. Triforce-a-Tops. If your opponent has summoned 3 times, you could special summon a Triforce-a-Tops. He is special summoning 2. No freaking way. They are level 6. He's going to rank 6 exceed. No discarding needed. With the Goblin of Greed on the field, he's not able to activate the Hawk. He could not activate a Melody of the Awakening Dragon, which he probably has in the hand. Now he can make a rank 6 exceed that deals with the Goblin of Greed within the main phase to then discard from his hand to activate an effect. Holy moly. Absolutely insane.
Summon a monster.
M7 is here. M7, detach material, return a monster on the field or in the graveyard back to the hand, including your own.
My monster's effect activates.
Activate the M7. Targeting. What are we targeting? Is the Goblin... He returned the Goblin of Greed back to the hand, but did not follow up with discarding. What was up with that? You didn't discard anything, mate. Maybe he has a trap that discards, but then the Goblin of Greed could just be normal summon to stop it. All right, battle phase with 2 back row cards. This is interesting because Thunder Dragons are not known for their back row cards. They do not really play back row. Goodbye to the Red Rising. Now, Resonators are known for having 3 Red Risings in their extra deck, and once they go through all 3, they're out of juice, they're out of plays, they pretty much lose. Wild's Wind banished to add a tuner from the deck to the hand. +1. Grabbing that Resonator. Crimson Resonator can only be special summoned if you control no monsters, so by leaving a monster on the field, no free special summon. Now you're going to have to use up your normal summons, potentially. He could grab a Wild Wind from the deck to the hand, which could be a free special summon. So he is keeping his normal summon available. He's still going to make plays. He could make a big play, get disrupted by the back row, then make another play as a follow-up. He has that opportunity to normal summon that Goblin of Greed whenever he wants. Thinking. Synchro in. Should he have normal summoned his Goblin of Greed before making these plays?
Upon the infernal path. Synchro summon.
Synchro into a Red Rising Dragon.
Rising dragon. Red rising dragon.
Red Rising Dragon activate. Special summon a Resonator from the graveyard, targeting the Red Resonator. Red Resonator will target the M7 to gain 2,700 life. No need to worry about chat coaching. Book of Moon flipping the Red Resonator. Come to me. Normal summoning the Crimson Resonator, which means he does not have to worry about Goblin of Greed now. Dead Fun is safe from the Goblin of Greed.
I synchro summon a monster.
Synchro into Infernal Doom Dragon, which is only activatable if you have no cards in the hand. It's a Raigeki break, which could have been stopped by a Goblin of Greed, preventing its activation by discarding a card to destroy the Infernal Doom Dragon. Now, Neo does not need to have good back row. He's at 8,200 life. He's sitting pretty. M7 detach material, return a card in the field or in the graveyard back to the hand. He could use his own monster back. Come back. Triforcitops back to the hand.
Time to battle.
We battling. We taking out the tuner. We know he's got a Goblin of Greed in the hand. There is a delay on this attack, which has to be from that back row card. It is Book of Moon. Flipping down the materialless M7. Wandering King Wild Wind. Search your deck for a tuner. Now, it's important to note you can only use the skill twice per duel. He's no longer able to return a card back in the deck to search for a level 4 or lower fiend. It's been used up. It's at this point of the game where you have to depend on hard drawing your non-tuners. Well, we know he's already got a Goblin of Greed in the hand, so he's okay to make a play. And we know the big boss monster of Thunder Dragons is Levineer, which requires 3 lights and darks in the graveyard. He only has 1 dark. A light monster in the field, he's not going to be able to summon the Levineer next turn. Red Resonate, activate. Is he special summoning the Goblin of Greed? Yes, he is. But I believe he's forced to synchro with it. He's not going to be able to leave it up. There's no way. No way can he leave up that Goblin of Greed. If he Book of Mooned the M7, then he's got to go through with the play.
My crimson dragon shines upon the infernal path.
Shine.
Synchro summon.
Into a Red Rising.
Red rising dragon.
He could summon a Red Resonator from the graveyard, putting his life points at over 10,000 life.
Red resonator.
If you are a TCG player, how jelly are you right now? 10,000 life in Duel Links.
On out. I special summon a monster.
Plasma! Holy moly. Plasma is here, completely negating all of your opponent's monsters on their side of the field. If you suck up a monster while it's face down, you don't gain the attack. You are just 1900 attack. Going in for 19. I believe he could summon the Triforcetops, though. Yes, he can. Stopping the direct 1900 attack. Yeah, the Triforcetops loses 500 defense every standby phase, but the Plasma is negating it. Negate! Goldtark banish. Thank you for keeping my Triforcetops at 2800 defense. This is the same Triforcetops that was returned back to the hand with the M7. So Neo knew he had this. It was not a surprise. It was not out of nowhere. The chat is already saying GG, they think it's over.
My monster's effect activates.
Thunder Dragon Roar. Activate to special summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck. If it's a level 6 Thunder Dragon, he could perform a rank 6 Exceed. You think he forgot? He literally added it last turn. That's what he did with the M7. He did not summon a level 6. He's gonna sit on the field with a Triforcetops that's doing nothing. This is insane. How did you not have an out? Giving Neo more opportunities to get back in this game. Normal summoning a Stratos. Stratos activates, search your deck for a hero. No, he destroyed the back row card. He could be going in for lethal. This could be lethal. Plasma, suck up the Triforcetops, opening up the field for lethal. This is it. He's going to gain half of his attack if Dead Fun. What? He's unaffected, but you're negated. What? Is that a bug? What the? Is that a bug? That's a bug. He's negated. How did he not suck him up? Konami! That's a bug! A bug in the grand finals! No way! He's unaffected! How could he not suck him up? He's negated! His effect is to be unaffected, but he's negated! How? Konami, explain yourself! Okay. Neo, you had lethal that turn, mate. You literally won the duel that turn. That turn was game. Judge. Wow. End the turn. Stratos in the defense. Draw a card. Just like in real life TCG, you could have a bad judge ruling, which is what's happening here, equating to a bug. I don't know why Neo did not call ahead judge, though. Bouncer get bouncing, banishing from the graveyard. Leveneer, he's got over 9,000 life points to deal with. It's far from over. Does this count? Of course it counts, my friends. I'm sorry. It's legitimate. It is bugged, but it's a part of the game. And I don't know if he could have a Sphere Kribo. He could have maybe had a way to stop the lethal attack. He didn't have guaranteed lethal. He did have lethal that turn to win, but we don't know if it was guaranteed. He could have had a Sphere Kribo. We don't know. And even if he didn't, which we could check back in the replay, it does not matter. We have to play by the current game design. Bugged or not bugged. It's genuinely not a bug for a monster that is negated to not be suckable. I'll test it. I'll see if the Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulators show it as a bug or if it works in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulators. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's a bug. But let's focus on the rest of this game.
Playtime is over. I attack with a monster.
2,800.
Monster attacks your life points directly.
Take the 28. Is this lethal? Lethal, mate. Fool. Dead Fun wins it through an incredibly controversial ruling that may or may not be a bug. The moly.
That was an excellent duel.
Excellent duel.
I'm looking
Absolutely excellent. Is it negated? What's going on? What? What? So the card is bugged, where it was supposed to lose defense. So it's bugged in the wrong way. It's bugged. It is bugged, but in the wrong way it's bugged. It should be losing defense, and it was not losing defense. Are you kidding me? What? Konami, fix the bug, mate. That's relevant because he would have dropped to low enough defense where the plasma could have attacked over. The plasma could have attacked over when he passed. It dropped to 23, then it would drop to 1800. It was at 2800 when it should have been at 18, and plasma could have attacked over, and then Stratos could have attacked for 1800. Here is the full deck type breakdown into the top 32 deck type breakdown. I'll be showing you the top 16 decks. Gaia and Resonator, the most played decks, with True Nade being banned. Banned True Nade. People feared that Shiranui would be everywhere. Not that many Shiranuis, with them not having to worry about True Nade. Resonator was best performing. Gaia did not perform as well. There were as many Gaias as Resonators, yet Gaia dropped. What's up with that? Maybe just a bad week. We'll see another week what happens with them. Let's talk about the decks. Top 2, Neo. This deck, the Stratos Plasma Resonator decks, got in top 2. I think 3 weeks in a row. You tell me. Is this the best way to play Resonator? Here's the extra deck, the Angel 07, and then your first place, Dead Fun. D-Draw Triforcetops, which is bugged against Plasma. Top 16 Cyber Dragons. It looks the same way it's been being played. Okay. We see Barcelona with the Onomats, no more True Nade. I told you that if you kept playing True Nade, that they would go for the coat. Well, Konami instead banned the True Nade. I think Onomats played a huge part in banning True Nade. So good job. You forced their hand. More Onomats, though they benefited from True Nade, doing well without it. Notice what's happening after True Nade got banned. It's as if Konami started making more money on a certain card that people are now playing 3 of. Whatever could that be? Shiranui, no longer needing to play Sphere Kribo, no fear for the True Nade. Very good. Gaia, top 16. The other guy has made it to top 32. This is very close to the optimal build I posted on YouTube. I said that it might be changing week by week, and it really hasn't changed. This is pretty much what I posted on YouTube for what's an optimal way to play Gaia. Synchrons. This is what you probably skipped to the end of the video for. Top 16 Synchrons. Holy moly. Necroid Synchro. That is nuts. That is great. Tuning, 20 card deck. I love it. I love it. Yoink. Another spicy deck. Dinos. ASAP Dinos. Holy moly. You banish your Dinos and then your Tyranno Infinity gets huge. 1,000 attack per banished Dino. I gotta zoom all the way out, then zoom in so you can read the cards and see the whole deck list. Great. Zenith with the Onomats. Wow. Onomats doing so well. Harpies, top 8. More Shiranui. Obelisk, the Tormentor. Love it, love it, love it. More Resonator. Playing Scolding with the Treacherous. Another Resonator. Scolding with Treacherous. Another version of Thunder Dragons playing a Battling Boxer Veil. Triple Thunder Dragon. Very nice. And that is the tournament. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Plus like, share, subscribe, chain link email to your grandmother. We out.